Was it worth it in the end that we unexpectedly get a animated Spider-Man movie from this supposed series called the Spider-Verse, and one of the characters out of this series is a young female anime-like character called Penny Parker that operates a giant mech, almost like something out of Pacific Rim or Neon Genesis Evangelion? Well, if it makes for a really good movie, why the hell not? So Into the Spider-Verse is the newest animated movie from the Marvel Universe that is focused on a multitude of comic books that I'm not very familiar with, though I do recognize at least 2 or 3 of the characters. So Miles is a very young teenager that gets himself enrolled into a new prep school. His father is a police officer who somewhat has a bit of a grudge of spiders. He's Spider-Man, that is. But one fateful night, Miles is bitten by a spider, of course, as he winds up coming across his world Spider-Man as he's trying to focus on Kingpin. But unfortunately, the Spider-Man of his world has died, which in the end winds up opening a portal to other spider people in this supposed Spider-Verse. And it's up to not only Miles to don himself as the Spider-Man of his world, but also have to team up with other people that are Spider-Man, including a young Japanese female named Penny Parker, a toony pig, Peter Porker, aka Spider-Ham, Gwen Stacy, aka Spider-Gwen, or Ghost Spider, or Spider-Woman, whatever you want to call her, and of course we have ourselves Noir Spider, played by Nicolas Cage of all people. Yeah, unfortunately I'm not familiar with the character either, and it's up to them to save the day and get back to their homeworlds before the Kingpin winds up destroying the universe and the world as we know it. Words cannot describe how much Into the Spider-Verse is really, really great. Like, the colorful cast, a lot of the people they picked to play the roles, and even bringing in a toony Marvel character into a film like this, there's really no other words to describe it. Of course, this film was done by one of the people that did the Lego Movie and Lego Batman movie, so it's a good start, and we can see a lot of the jokes that go on from there. I mean, especially with some of the comic recaps and everything, and with one of them bringing up the infamous Spider-Man free dance along with the popsicle that they show in the movie. Yep, that's their humor, alright. But the thing I gotta really like about this movie is the animation. I heard there was like over 100 people that animated this film, and in the end, it was worth it. The styles, the way that it looks, almost looks like a comic book. Like, you see all the designs, you see the text scrolling around, the thought text popping up each and everywhere you go. How most of the textures, especially if the characters are out of focus, all look like unfinished prints. The Thing feels like a comic book, like you're watching, or at least reading, one of the Spider-Man comic books. And when you get that down, I mean, honestly, it fooled me into thinking it was a 3D film. Definitely the people that made the movie knew what they were doing, because not only is this a really funny, well-written, fast-paced, well-produced, and well-crafted style of Spider-Man that has ever hit the big screen, especially in animated form, they knew where to push the boundaries, how to make this look right, how to make this a very amazing Spider-Man film. But like I said, everything from the characters, the animation, the music they choose, the storytelling aspect of everything, this is a well-crafted Spider-Man movie. Heck, this could even be probably one of Marvel's best. And from what we see, there is potential for an animated Spider-Man movie. I could see Spider-Verse having sequels, or there being, let's say, a movie based around Penny Parker or Gwen Stacy, any of those. It'd be worth it in the end that this actually became somewhat of a series for Sony and Marvel and all that. I mean, I would pay top dollar to see a film like that on the big screen. It's really hard to describe the words on how amazing this movie is. Unless I wind up repeating myself like a broken record, I say you should check it out. Because in my personal opinion, not only is this film going to be in my top 10 list of films for this year, as well as the decade, but, to be quite fair with it, I will definitely be picking this one up on Blu-ray. But let's be honest, we weren't expecting a movie like this to be this perfect, a high level of magnitude, nearly having it be an A+ and 100% certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. This is something bigger than we understand. I may be able to read the comic books later on, see what they are like. But anywho, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Have you seen it? What do you think about it? And in your opinion, what do you think of the other characters like Noir Spider, Penny Parker, Spider-Ham, as well as Spider-Gwen, as well as Miles' version of Spider-Man? And are you actually going to read the comics for this said universe? Whatever your thoughts are, comment below and let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, just wait until that end slate and try and survive the storm out there if you want to see more. And as always, I'm the Ferb Guy, and I'll see you guys for the next movie.